Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3 back with another kicking graphic novel review. Today's is actually a manga review. I know I don't review a lot of manga. I think the only manga I've reviewed so far is Ultraman. But today we're actually doing 4 volumes at once, which is something very unusual for us, but I'll explain it. Today we are reviewing volumes 1 through 4 of The Way of the Househusband by Kyosuke Ono. Yeah, this is a very good book. The first 4 volumes are all that's legally out in English right now, and you know I read my comics and stuff legally. Yes, manga are comics, it's just a specific type. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for the anime. I'm recording this... When does the anime go live? The 8th? I'm recording this on the 5th of April. I can't wait for the Netflix anime. The trailer makes it look like it's pulled straight out of the book. But this manga is about an ex-Yakuza called the Immortal Dragon, and he has become a house husband to a hard-working otaku designer wife. And it's one of the funniest comics I've read in my entire life, and probably it's easily the funniest manga I've ever read. I absolutely adore it. I couldn't just read one. I read the first one, and then I immediately bought the rest of them and just read them all in one, sitting. I love The Way of the Househusband. It is incredible. It's very incredible. So, there's not really a big story, which is why I'm doing 4 volumes at once, because everything I would say about one volume, I would say about the other 3. So that's why I'm doing them all at once, you know? And they're all written by the same person and stuff, so there's no creative team difference or anything. Manga are often done by... Manga have much smaller creative teams, oftentimes actually, just 1 or 2 people. Which is one reason that they're black and white, because coloring makes it take longer. But yeah, it's hilarious. So he takes all of his house duties hyper seriously, and then there's this young Yakuza punk who becomes his apprentice, and he's and the young punk is the way of the house husband is the way of the Yakuza, because it's all serious and all this hard work. Oh my god. And the wife is funny, she probably wouldn't be able to take care of herself, is the weird thing about her. And the Immortal Dragon himself is a very serious guy. And he often uses Yakuza, I can't say it. Terminology to describe his housework and stuff, which leads to a lot of very comical situations, and there are a lot of gangsters that try to kill him, but then he wins them over with his house husband ways or something, or they just find him super intimidating, even though he's talking about house husband stuff. It's super duper fun. All his friends are housewives. It's such a funny, great book, and each each little issue in the volumes is just a snippet out of his everyday life. Everything in each book is just a snippet out of the everyday life of an ex-Yakuza house husband. And it's infinitely hilarious. There are even bonus comics at the end of each one, usually about 3. Some are about him, but they're stories that were too short to be a full issue, or they're about side characters. My favorite ones are actually the ones about his cat, which are very funny. And there are a bunch of other ex-Yakuza people that have normal lives now, that are reoccurring characters. His old boss is retired now, and basically he just walks around with his dog all day, and his dog is his obsession. And there's another ex-Yakuza who was the Immortal Dragon's rival that he put in jail, and when he gets out of prison, all the gangs that did exist don't exist anymore because of the Immortal Dragon's actions. So he starts running a crepe stand, and they have cook-offs and stuff. And they always act like cooking is baking drugs, you know? It's very funny. It's one of the funniest comics I've ever read in my entire life. It is absolutely hilarious. You should definitely read The Way of the Househusband. It's drawn incredibly well also. Like, the main character, the Immortal Dragon, has this, like, super intimidating face and smile and stuff, even when he's just being nice and wholesome. And so everyone's constantly scared of him. It's very funny. It's just such a funny, kind of wholesome book, despite having a lot of gangster references. I really, really love it. And it actually motivated me to do a lot of cleaning. I've done a lot of cleaning the past couple days because I read all these. But that's it for volumes 1 through 4 of The Way of the Househusband. As soon as volume 5 drops, you know I'm getting it, and I'll probably review that one single. And probably get a little more in-depth with the individual stories and stuff. But for this one, I figured all 4 together was probably the best way to go. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. The next review will either be Grant Morrison JLA or Rebirth Justice League. One of those two. So that's it. Thank you all once again. See you all next time.